Hello, my friends. This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. For any of you that are new here, welcome. Please make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss out on another video. All right, so today we are looking at the question, will I get the job? This is a timeless message, meaning wherever you are in the world, whenever you are seeing this message, you have been drawn to this reading, and this reading is for you. I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot. I will leave a link in the description. That way, if you are interested in checking it out, you can find it. Whoa. I am going to give it another shuffle here, and then we are going to lay out some cards. We're going to do 3 cards at a time. We're going to build on that. Will I get the job? Timeless message, please. Okay. So we're going to start off with 3. Okay, will you get the job? Okay, interesting. We have our our King of Swords and our Page of Swords. Very interesting because that's 2 court cards, both from Swords. Okay, so I think that things are happening. I think you have some competition. We've got our our High Priestess. Our High Priestess talks about, sometimes people talking and gossiping, pettiness, that kind of a thing. It sounds to me like competition. There is some competition for you. We've got our King of Swords here. The King of Swords is all about kind of pulling back some emotions. This is likely, usually court cards represent a personality type, not always. Sometimes they can be an event, but most often they're a personality type. So I can see here, I'm willing to bet that this is probably representing the hiring manager or the person who interviewed you or something like that. This is somebody who is an authority, who is a leader, who kind of has to pull back emotions. I mean, it has to be a business decision, right? Can't be just like, oh, that person was nice. You got to have the right stuff. But this person's a decision maker. So that's why I'm thinking that's most likely going to be your hiring manager, something like that. We have our Page of Swords following right behind our King. And this talks about having, new ways of communicating and things like that. It also talks about, really needing to be a fast learner. So I'm wondering, this position that you've applied to or for, is this kind of a position where, you're going to have to jump in immediately? They need somebody to be a fast learner. That's exactly what they need. So let's see. Let us see what else we can get. Will I get the job? Yeah, there seems to be some competition. Okay, but they're going to be making a decision soon. They will be making a decision soon. I do think that this is not going to be easy. I think it's not easy for them to make the decision. There must be some competition, like I said. Here we've got our 5 of Pentacles. This is saying, somebody's got to be kept out. So only one person can be hired for this job, or whatever. Can't hire everybody. So somebody is not going to be, but the decision is coming quickly because this is our 2 of Cups. This is about harmony. This is about things working out together. And then next to that, we have kind of like the death of an idea, the death of something going on. We need a little more because we need to see if that's you or if that is somebody else. Let us find out with our next 3 cards. Okay, yeah. I think that a lot of other people are disappointed. I don't think that's you. I think that, you know, again, can't hire everybody. Somebody's going to be upset. The person who's the right person for the job, which now based on some of these other cards, I am going to say is likely you. There are some other people, perhaps, well, obviously the ones who was in competition with. There's going to be some upset there. You know, it might even also indicate that the job duties or, you know, role is potentially going to have other things included that was not necessarily what you might have thought. Not to say the job isn't what you thought, but you might have more to do than you realized. Okay. So next, the Empress. This is showing me that, you know what, this is going to grow. This is your opportunity here to make I don't know if you're trying to make a career out of this, but if you are, this is saying that the opportunity is there. At the very least, I'm sure you want to be a good employee. So even if you're not looking to stay at this place forever, this is saying that you can grow your role there. So that is something to keep in mind. You'll grow your role if you want to, and you're going to have the support of people. I think it's going to go well. This is looking really, really good. And then now we have our Wheel of Fortune. You know what this one says? This one's talking all about an upturn in fortunes. This talks about unexpected money. That is an awesome thing when we're talking about work. The Wheel of Fortune, I always like to point out, it's always spinning. And it's just like the phases of life. Things are going around. Sometimes people fall off the wheel. Sometimes they can hold on and make it over the top. You know, so it is saying, you know, that the life is continuing to go. You have come up around on this wheel now, and you've got this going on. This is your lucky break. You're going to make your own fortune. This is very, very positive, very positive. So let's take a look. We're going to lay down 3 more. And for this, I would like to see either a final message, another message, a sum up. Give me something more. Will I get a job? Will I get a job? Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, yeah, it's looking really, really good. All right, so I think that our Ace of Wands here is showing me that this is a new opportunity to grow. So yeah, I think this job is not only going to help you as you grow. I mean, we're growth. We're talking about, you know, if you're thinking about growing in your career, you need experience, you need things like that. You need to pay your dues. You start at the bottom, you move on up, you know, whatever. That's important too. But to grow in your personal life, you know, you have to have a secure job and income and things like that to be able to continue to grow your life, grow in your life. Next, we have our 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is all about hard work. It's about paying attention to the details. It's about it's a assembly line. I couldn't think of the word. It's an assembly line, and he's working clearly. That makes sense for what we're asking, but he's being real careful, paying attention to the details. That's something that's important for you to know about this job, that you are going to need to pay attention to detail. Lastly, we've got our 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Swords, this is talking about don't repeat past mistakes. If your last job, you were always late, or you always took off Fridays, or, you know, whatever, you didn't want to take on new things, whatever. Don't repeat any of those past mistakes, which I'm sure you are not planning on doing anyway. But this is saying, remember. So this is advice to you. These two really are strong advice. When you get this job secured, you're going to want to pay attention to the details, and you're also not going to want to repeat. Be very on top of that. So you're not repeating past mistakes. Yeah, so will I get the job? It does look like that is the case. It looks like the job is coming your way. Looks like you've got some competition, but it does look like they're going to be making a decision. It doesn't seem like it will take very long. So leave a comment. I'd love to hear how things are going, especially leave a comment saying, I got the job. I would love to hear it. Anyway, make sure that you hit subscribe on your way out. And thank you so much for stopping by. I upload daily, so make sure to check me out. I will see you again